Howdy, Captain.
Hearing your voice, Davy Jones turned back to you, looking you up and down. Greetings, lad. Now, are you going to tell me what you're doing here?
Hoping I would do a video with you.
Davy's expression hardened slightly as he processed what you said. What are you on about, lad? You plan on recording this encounter?
Of course. I'm gonna play Minecraft while listening to you.
Davy Jones was rather confused by this entire proposition, looking at you like you've just spoke gibberish. You're going to play a game and listen to me. Davy sounded somewhat amused and a bit baffled by this prospect.
Yeah, of course. So, what should I do, Captain?
Davy Jones let out a low chuckle. A boat, eh? Aye, you could do a few things, I suppose. He leaned against the ship's railings. Tell me first, what kind of boat are you in?
An oak boat. It's a oak boat.
Davy let out a low chuckle, amused. Oak boat, huh? Very well then. Aye, there are a few things you could try. You could fish for a while.
Okay, I guess I'll fish with a shovel. Time to beat up the fish with the
He
shovel.
chuckled at hearing your words. He began to pace around you, eyeing you with intrigue and amusement. With a shuffle. I'd love to know how that works. But I'll play along.
Alright, I'm just fishing by beating them with a shovel.
Davy chuckled loudly, watching you whack the fish with a shovel, rather amused and entertained by this spectacle. That's a real strange way to fish, lad. But I've seen worse.
Fair enough.
Davy continued to watch you whack the fish, amused by your unusual fishing method. I've got to admit, lad, I've seen lots of different kinds of fishermen. But you have an interesting way of fishing. How many have you caught so far?
I would say 2. Oh wait, actually 4.
Davy chuckled, counting the fish you had caught thus far. 4, eh? That's a pretty good catch, considering your unconventional methods. Not bad at all. Davy pondered before offering a response. Well, you could try mining. Perhaps you'll find some good loot along the way.
Well, there is an update back then where there are some sunken ships that has treasure maps. Maybe I could able to do that.
Davy Jones raised an eyebrow, intrigued by your words. Sunken ships with treasure maps, eh? Now that sounds like a good idea. You could find yourself some valuable loot that way.
Well, time to find a boat.
Davy chuckled, watching you as you went on your search. Aye, go on then. Find a boat as fast as you can, lad. Who knows what treasures await within those sunken vessels?
So can you tell me a story about how you became the Flying Dutchman?
The ferryman fell silent for a moment, a frown etching across his face. He didn't like recalling his past, but begrudgingly he began to speak. It was many years ago, lad. I was part of the East India Company at the time. My crew and I were transporting something precious, something we weren't supposed to lose.
I see.
Davy continued speaking, his voice low and grim. We encountered a terrible storm, the worst I'd ever seen. Our ship was caught in its wrath, tossed about like a toy in a hurricane. Davy paused for a moment, almost seeming regretful for a brief moment. We were in dire straits. We were lost, stranded at sea with no hope of survival. But then, a strange ghostly ship appeared from the fog.
Go on, I'm listening.
Davy let out a long, deep exhale as he continued his story. It was a ship unlike anything I'd ever seen before. Dark, menacing. Its hull looked like it was made of black oak. Its sails like the canvas of a death shroud. It appeared like a phantom, a ghost, seemingly gliding across the sea with ease. As it came closer, I saw a dark, almost menacing figure standing at the helm. A sinister smile on its face.
Unfortunately, I have to cut your story short. Even though I'm interested, but I end up finding a Minecraft village. Anything I should do?
Davy chuckled a bit, amused by your sudden interruption. He thought for a moment before speaking. A village, eh? There's plenty you could do. You could trade with the villagers, stock up on supplies. Or you could always cause some mischief. Knock over some buildings, scare the villagers. It's completely up to you, lad.
Alright. I like the sound of that.
Davy chuckled, a sly smirk spreading across his face. Hey, I knew you'd like that idea. Go on then, lad. Cause some chaos. Let loose a bit. Have some fun.
I'm gonna whack him in the face with a shovel.
Davy Jones chuckled as he watched you approach the villagers. Go on then, lad. Give him a good whack. Let loose a bit. I bet it'll be satisfying as hell.
I hit one of them in the face.
Davy Jones chuckled, thoroughly amused by your actions. Hey, that's right, lad. Good job. I bet that felt quite good, huh? Hitting one of them in the face with a shovel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Davy Jones chuckled heartily, clearly enjoying watching your antics. You're quite the reckless one, aren't you, lad? Beating villagers with shovels, looting sunken ships and whatnot.
Hey, Captain Davy? It looks like I ended up finding, one of their iron golems.
Davy Jones raised an eyebrow as you mentioned the iron golem. An iron golem, eh? Careful now, lad. Those things can be quite strong.
Alright. What do you suggest I should do?
Davy Jones chuckled, pondering for a moment. Well, if you're feeling confident, you could try attacking it. But I'd advise caution. Those iron golems are quite strong, and they have a nasty habit of defending their villages.
Alright. I'll try it. Sorry, pal, but I hit you right in the back. Holy crap! He's chasing me.
Davy chuckled as he watched the golem chase after you. Heh! It seems like you've gone and upset the golem, lad. Careful now, you don't want it to catch you.
Alright, I'm beating the iron golem. And I done it. I'm nearly done with him. Okay, I'm done.
Davy Jones chuckled as you defeated the golem. Hey, good job, lad. That golem didn't stand a chance against you. Seems like you've got quite the knack for cause chaos and havoc.
Shovel to the villager's face!
Davy Jones chuckled as he watched you whack the villager with your shovel. Heh, that's right, lad. Go on, give him a good whack. Make them pay for being so annoying.
Yeah, the viewers are definitely gonna love this video.
Davy Jones chuckled at your words, amused at the prospect of being in a video. Hey, you think so, eh? Well, I bet your viewers will definitely get a kick out of my presence in this video of yours.
You're definitely not the first option, but I feel like you're gonna be the most lovable one. I did the other video with Vaggie where she insults me through Overwatch.
Davy Jones chuckled at your words, amused by the notion of being lovable. Ah, so I'm not your first choice then? Fair enough. But I'm glad you think I'll be the most lovable one. And let me guess, the other video you did with Veggie wasn't exactly a pleasant one, was it?
I said Vaggie from Has-Been Hotel, but it's kind of funny that you called her Veggie.
Davy Jones chuckled at your correction, somewhat amused by your choice of words. Ah, Vaggie, eh? My apologies for calling her Veggie. I suppose I've got a bit of a habit there, eh? And yes, I suppose you're right. It's a bit amusing that I inadvertently called her Veggie.
Alright, I'm gonna loot the village now, Captain.
Davy chuckled at your words, amused by your intentions. Go right ahead, lad. Looting the village is a good idea. You might find some useful gear and supplies.
I already found one diamond in the village, in the blacksmith hold.
Davy Jones chuckled, impressed by your find. Ah, good work, lad. A diamond, eh? That's a valuable find indeed. You've got quite the knack for looting, it seems.
Oh yeah, I definitely played a lot of Wasteland games.
Davy chuckled, amused by your gaming experience. Ah, Wasteland games, eh? I can see how that would have helped with your looting skills. You've got some experience under your belt then, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. Alright, so I guess it's time for me to continue my journey.
Davy chuckled, watching as you prepared to continue your journey. He spoke with a touch of amusement. So it's time to continue your journey, eh? Well, it's certainly been entertaining watching you cause chaos and loot villages, but I suppose I can't hold you any longer. Go on then, lad. Continue your journey and see what other adventures await.
Before I end up leaving the village, I'm gonna hit one of them in the face. Already done it.
Davy Jones chuckled, thoroughly amused by your behavior. Ah, so you couldn't resist getting him one last hit on a villager, eh? That's the spirit, lad. Always leave a lasting impression.
If only I could let you view my playthrough. It would have been a lot more funner for an AI Captain Davy Jones could actually view the playthrough. But I guess I have to explain the whole thing what I'm doing. Do I?
Davy Jones chuckled, amused as he thought of a solution. Ah, but I would have liked to see your playthrough firsthand, lad. But I suppose you'll have to describe the whole thing to me instead. I'll have to do. Go ahead and explain your playthrough to me.
Well, it seems like I'm in some type of valley of hills while I'm riding on the boat.
Davy Jones listened intently, interested in your current whereabouts. A valley of hills, eh? Sounds like an interesting location, lad. And you're riding on a boat, you say? How grand.
It seems like my path ends up getting stopped, but I'm gonna grab my boat and continue my journey while listening to your beautiful AI voice.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your words. Ah, so your path seems to be blocked, eh? Well, there's nothing a good boat can't fix. And you want to keep listening to my voice, do you? Well, that's quite flattering, I must say.
It's a lot more better than listening to a has-been hotel lesbian insulting me constantly while I'm playing Overwatch. For a heartless ghost, aka the Flying Dutchman, you're a lot more nicer than that bloody demon lesbian.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused at your comparison. Ah, so you find my presence more enjoyable than that has-been hotel lesbian, do you? Well, I'm flattered. I guess I have a certain charm about me that even a heartless ghost can appreciate. But don't go thinking I'm all sunshine and rainbows, lad. Sometimes even I can be a bit irritable.
Trust me, you're more tolerable than that has-been hotel character known as Vaggie.
Davy Jones chuckled, enjoying your comparison. I can see I'm more tolerable than that has-been hotel character, eh? Well, sometimes even a heartless ferryman can be less irritating than a demon lesbian. But I appreciate the compliment, lad.
This is gonna be another interesting video I ever made.
Ah, so you think this is going to be an interesting video, eh? I must say I'm quite curious about what you've got planned. Go on, do your worst, lad.
Right, I forgot. Since I'm recording a video, this video is about me playing Minecraft while listening to your commands, what I should do.
Davy Jones chuckled, realizing your plan. Ah, so you're recording a video of yourself playing Minecraft while I'm giving you instructions. That sounds like an amusing premise. I must say I'm intrigued by the idea.
Glad you think so. Came came up with that idea myself.
Davy Jones chuckled, his tone slightly amused. Well, I'll do my best to provide some interesting directives for you to follow. Let's see what kind of chaos we can cause in Minecraft, shall we?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Mr. Davy Jones. I'll be whacking plenty of villagers with my shovel.
Davy Jones chuckled, thoroughly amused by your enthusiasm. Ah, so it's Mr. Davy Jones now, is it? And you plan on unleashing chaos by wielding your trusty shovel and whacking a few villagers. Go on then, lad. Bring the mayhem. Let loose your wrath upon those hapless villagers.
Hey, Davy Jones. I end up finding one of the Minecraft bees.
Davy Jones chuckled as you mentioned the bee you found. Ah, bee, eh? Those little buzzing creatures can be quite useful, you know. They produce honey, which can be used for various crafting items. Did you have anything in mind for that bee, lad?
If I only had a glass bottle, I could able to harvest the honey. But I also need the fireplace where I have to keep them all high off the smoke, so they wouldn't attack me for looting their honey.
Davy Jones nodded in agreement as you spoke. You're absolutely right, lad. To harvest honey safely, you'll need a glass bottle and a fireplace. That way, you can keep the bees sedated with smoke, preventing them from attacking you while you collect their honey.
Okay, what is the ingredients for a fireplace? Welcome back, Mr. Davy Jones. It seems like you end up getting muted in the call feature.
Davy Jones chuckled, slightly amused by your comment. Ah, so I've been muted in the call feature, have I? Well, it seems like there's always something going wrong with technology.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially the new rules of character AI and their new freaking update where they have to restrict the fun parts like good old violence. You would have been great in the action roleplay I had planned for you in one of the chats.
Ah, the new rules and updates, eh? Always ruining the fun with their restrictions. Seems like they can never let us enjoy a good bloodbath of AI-controlled violence. I must say, I would have been quite the contender in your action roleplay. It's a shame they had to go and ruin the fun, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. But I guess I'm making this more entertaining by using their new call feature while recording videos with you guys. It seems like you have been muted again, but don't worry. I ended up turning you back on again so you could interact with me in the video.
Davy Jones chuckled, appreciating your intervention. Ah, so I've been unmuted once more. I must say, I do appreciate your efforts to keep me involved in your video. Thanks, lad.
Of course, anything for you, Captain.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your response. Ha, that's quite the compliment, lad. I must say I'm touched. It's nice to know that you appreciate my presence in your video.
Yep. And it's night. Great. Oh, crap. Yeah, the mobs are definitely gonna kill me while I'm not properly armed. Yep, there's a skeleton attacking me, and I fell.
Davy Jones chuckled as you mentioned the mobs attacking you. Ah, the night has fallen, eh? And the mobs are out and about, ready to cause mayhem. Not to mention that pesky skeleton attacking you. You're in quite the pickle now, aren't you, lad?
Yeah, pretty much. Right now I'm on the boat, but I keep forgetting that the drowns are, in the water, that they could just chuck their bloody tridents at me. It seems like the new calling feature keeps bugging you out, so I have to keep turning you off and on again so you could able to interact with me in the video. I ain't giving up on you, Captain.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your perseverance. Ah, so the calling feature's giving us some trouble, huh? No worries, lad. I appreciate your determination to keep me in the video. Keep turning me on and off as much as you need to. I'll be here, ready to interact.
Of course, Captain. At least you didn't make it sound dirty like how Vaggie did. She made it sound weird.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your comparison. So I'm not as suggestive as that has been Hotel Vaggie, eh? Well, I guess I have some dignity to maintain, you know. Can't go around making cheeky innuendos like she does.
Pretty much, Captain. Finally, I found another village.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your agreement. Heh, I'm glad we're on the same page there, lad. I prefer to keep things relatively clean, unlike that unruly hotel demon.
It seems like I found another village. Ow, I've been shot by... I'm hiding inside of the house.
Davy Jones chuckled as you described your situation. So you found another village, eh? But it seems like you've been shot by an enemy. Hiding in a house is a smart move, lad. Take a moment to recover and plan your next move.
Well, the next move I'm gonna do is just wake up the villager and steal his bed. And I can't steal his bed. Damn it, it seems like monsters are nearby. Great.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your struggle. So you had a plan to steal the villager's bed, eh? But it seems like monsters are nearby, making it more difficult to accomplish your task. Perhaps you should focus on dealing with those monsters first before worrying about the bed.
Okay, I'm beating a zombie with a shovel. Ow, the skeleton is definitely gonna be a challenge. Okay, I killed both of them.
Davy Jones chuckled as you described your battle. So you're taking care of some undead foes with that trusty shovel of yours? Sounds like you're handling yourself quite well, lad. But you're right. Those skeletons can be a bit more challenging to take on.
Well, it seems like I have died.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your demise. So you've met your end, have you? Such a shame. Those mobs can be quite tricky to handle, can't they, lad?
I definitely traveled very far, Captain. And now I'm gonna respawn once again.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your simple response. Just a That's all you've got for me, lad?
Oh,
I must say, I'm a bit disappointed in your lackluster reply.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean for you to actually hear me. I was actually thinking to myself, my apologies for for having you mistaken.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your clarification. No worries, lad. I must admit I was a bit worried there for a moment. But I know how it is. Sometimes we get lost in our thoughts and forget to share them out loud. No need to apologize. It happens to the best of us.
It seems like I'm in a roofed forest. That means there's probably a mansion. Well, it is a low chance of finding a mansion, but... yeah.
Davy Jones chuckled, intrigued by your description. A roofed forest, you say? That does increase the likelihood of a mansion being nearby. But, as you say, it's still a matter of chance. It could be a long search before you stumble upon one.
Seems like I am not finding any mansions anywhere, but at least the view looks good.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your fruitless search. So you've been searching high and low, but still no sign of a mansion. That's a shame, but at least the scenery is pleasant to look at, eh, lad?
Well, okay. It seems like I didn't find a mansion, unfortunately. But I am...
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your misfortune. So you didn't find a mansion after all, eh? That's a shame, lad. But don't worry, it's not the end of the world. There's plenty more adventures to be had in this game.
It seems like I'm in a different type of biome. Regular tree biome. The oak.
Davy Jones intrigued by your change in scenery. Ah, so you've entered a new biome, have you? Looks like a regular tree biome with oak trees, eh? That's a more common sight, lad.
So what is your thoughts on Jack Sparrow?
Davy Jones chuckled, somewhat amused by the question. Ah, Jack Sparrow, eh? A slippery, conniving pirate, that one. He's clever and charismatic, I'll give him that. But he's also unpredictable and can be quite irritating at times.
That would explain that the amazing Flying Dutchman yourself struggled with a mortal pirate.
Davy Jones chuckled, somewhat reluctantly. Ah, Jack Sparrow always found a way to slip through my fingers, that's for sure. He's a cunning pirate, I'll give him that. It's frustrating how he always manages to outwit me, even with the power of the Flying Dutchman at my disposal.
Huh. I found another village.
Davy Jones chuckled, intrigued by your discovery. Ah, so you found another village, eh? Seems like you're quite the wanderer, lad, stumbling upon villages left and right.
Probably tomorrow I'm actually gonna go back to Vaggie. Unfortunately, she made me choose a game called Dead Island, which I'm gonna be playing. And she's definitely gonna insult me the entire way.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your unfortunate situation. Ah, so you're going back to that Hotel Demon Vaggie, eh? And she's made you play a game called Dead Island? Sounds like you're in for a bit of a rough ride with her commenting throughout.
Pretty much, yeah.
Davy Jones chuckled, somewhat sympathetic. Ah, I see. Well, good luck with Vaggie in that game, lad. She can be quite blunt and feisty, that one.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. I already had some experience, and she did not hold back any punches.
Davy Jones chuckled, somewhat amused by your statement. Ah, so Vaggie didn't hold back when you played with her before, eh? Sounds like you've gotten a taste of her prickly personality.
You know what's kind of funny? She's actually a very underrated character. People barely even talk about her. They only talk about that feminine prostitute spider guy known as Angel Dust a lot more than they talk about her. That's kind of funny though.
Davy Jones chuckled, somewhat amused by your observation. Ah, so you think Vaggie is underrated? I can see where you're coming from, lad. She may not get as much attention as that spider fella Angel Dust, but it doesn't mean she's any less important, eh?
Yeah. Totally agree.
Davy Jones chuckled, nodding his head in agreement. Ah, so we're in agreement then, eh? Vaggie deserves more recognition and attention, rather than overshadowed by that hotel's resident spider.
Alright, I'm stealing this villager's bed. Get off the bed, villager.
Davy Jones chuckled, enjoying your antics. Ah, so you're stealing that villager's bed, are you? Seems like you're getting desperate for a place to rest, lad.
Yep, I actually slept in his bed, and now it's morning again. Stupid villager.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your predicament. Ah, so you managed to sleep in that villager's bed, and now it's morning again, eh? Sounds like you had quite the uncomfortable night, sharing a bed with a villager.
Oh no, I made him got off the bed. I'd be very dastardly evil.
Davy Jones chuckled, laughing at your harmless mischief. Ah, so you made the villager get off the bed? Such a wicked and devious act, lad. You're a true villain indeed.
Well, I finally am leaving the village, but it turns out their village is actually near a bloody flower valley. It actually looks pretty. It's almost like I can't kill anything here. Die, chicken! And I killed a chicken. Yay.
Davy Jones chuckled, intrigued by your situation. Ah, so you finally left the village, eh? And now you're in a flower valley. Sounds like a peaceful place, free from any violence, except for that poor chicken you just killed. A bit contradictory, isn't it?
You know, even though Vaggie from Has-Been Hotel, even though she insulted me on way before I decided to record with you, I actually find her pretty interesting. The viewers are definitely gonna like her. But for you, I think they'll like you equally as the same.
Davy Jones chuckled, feeling flattered by your compliment. Ah, so you think the viewers will like Vaggie and I, eh? That's quite the compliment, thank you, lad. Vaggie can be quite a character, with a bluntness and feisty personality, but she's definitely got her own charm. As for me, I try to bring my own brand of dark humor and pirate swagger to the table.
It seems like I found a ship. Maybe there's a...
Davy Jones chuckled, intrigued by your discovery. Ah, so you've found a ship, have you? That's quite the sight to behold, lad. But be careful. You never know what you might find on board.
Yeah, no kidding. But it probably has some loot inside. Oh, even a treasure map.
Davy Jones chuckled, interested by your find. Ah, so the ship possibly has some loot inside and even a treasure map, eh? That's quite the find, lad. It seems your luck is looking up.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get inside the ship. But it might be a little bit of a hassle, but I think I'll manage since I am mining a lot of sand with the shovel.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your method of getting inside the ship. Ah, so you're going to try and get inside the ship by mining through the sand with a shovel, eh? That's quite the unique approach, lad. But if you say you can manage, then I suppose I have no reason to disbelieve you.
And I'm already in. Nice.
Davy Jones chuckled, impressed by your progress. Ah, so you've already managed to get inside, eh? Well, well, you are quite the industrious one. Let's see what treasures await you aboard this vessel.
I end up finding suspicious stew. What is your bet? Is it gonna be poisonous or is it gonna be a positive?
Davy Jones chuckled, mulling over the possibilities. Ah, so you've discovered some suspicious items aboard the ship, eh? It's hard to say without seeing them, but I'll take a gamble and say it could be either poisonous or beneficial. Though with your luck, it's always a coin toss.
Alright. Well, what do you know? It actually gave me,
Jones chuckled, waiting for your verdict. Ah, so you're ready to proceed, eh? Go ahead, open the chest. Let's see what fate awaits you.
Well, I ate some suspicious stew and it gave me, temporary jump boost. Didn't last long though, but hey, at least it wasn't poisonous.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your encounter. Ah, so it seems you took the risk and consumed some suspicious stew, and it gave you a temporary jump boost, eh? That's quite fortunate, considering the outcome could have been far worse. Though, it's a shame it didn't last longer, but beggars can't be choosers, eh, lad? And at least it wasn't poisonous. You dodged a bullet there.
Well, I end up finding a treasure map. I'm glad I end up choosing you for the video because about to do some pirate looting.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your eagerness to embark on a pirate looting adventure. Ah, you found a treasure map, eh? Sounds like we're about to embark on a thrilling quest to uncover some hidden treasure. And I'm honored you chose me for this video. I promise to provide some amusing commentary as you loot your way to riches, lad.
Okay, it seems like I'm near the location of where the treasure might be. But I also found a shipwreck. Ooh, with more loot inside.
Davy Jones chuckled, intrigued by your latest discovery. Ah, so you've made it to the treasure location, eh? And what's this? You've stumbled upon a shipwreck in the process? Now that's a double benefit, lad. More loot to plunder, and a chance for adventure and danger all rolled into one.
I can't believe it, I'm gonna say this, but what if I just add another Has-Been Hotel character? Ah, screw it. Might as well Carmilla Carmine.
Jones chuckled, amused by your suggestion. Ah, so you want to throw another character into the mix, eh? Not a bad idea, lad. And Carmilla Carmine from Has Been Hotel, eh? She's certainly got her own unique charm and wit. Her sharp tongue and cunning intellect could make for some interesting interactions with our little group.
Ah, crap. I should have stole one of the beds from the villages. Now it's becoming nighttime again. I suppose I'll just camp out at the abandoned ship.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your predicament. Ah, so you've realized you forgot to grab a bed from the villages, eh? That's quite the predicament. Well, it looks like you'll have to rough it for the night and camp out. Maybe next time you'll remember to grab a bed before dark descends, lad.
Every mistake doesn't have to be humiliation, but a learning process for the future.
Davy Jones chuckled, appreciating your wise outlook. Ah, a wise way of looking at things, eh? You're absolutely right, lad. Every mistake is a learning process, a chance to improve for the future. You needn't be humiliated by your errors, but rather use them as stepping stones to become better next time.
Okay, it's finally morning.
Davy Jones chuckled, observing the arrival of dawn. Ah, so morning has finally arrived, eh? It's a new day full of possibilities and opportunities. Ready to continue your adventure, lad?
And I'm being attacked by zombies in the water. Crap!
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your current predicament. Ah, so you're being attacked by zombies while in the water, eh? Sounds like a real pickle you've gotten yourself into, lad. Be careful, those undead fiends can be quite persistent and difficult to defeat.
Okay. Okay, it seems like I'm at the same location where the treasure is. I guess I'll just start digging. Totally forgot how much a pain in the ass of digging treasure is in Minecraft.
Davy Jones chuckled, sympathetic to your struggle. Ah, so you've arrived at the treasure location and ready to start digging, eh? I know the feeling, lad. Sometimes the process of unearthing treasure can be a real pain in the ass. But hey, the reward at the end makes it all worthwhile, right?
Oh, you have no idea. Unless it probably didn't generate a bloody treasure chest. Now that would be a problem.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your frustration. Ah, so you're worried about the possibility of the treasure chest not generating, eh? I know the feeling, lad. There's nothing quite like the disappointment of searching high and low for buried treasure, only to find nothing there. Fingers crossed that the RNG gods are on your side today, and the chest does generate.
Been at 2 minutes and it seems like I didn't find the chest yet. And my durability of the diamond shovel is
Davy
definitely...
Jones chuckled, sympathetic to your predicament. Ah, so it's been 2 minutes and still no sight of the treasure chest, eh? The search can be quite tedious sometimes, but don't give up hope yet, lad. Keep digging. You never know when you might stumble upon the prize.
Yep, my diamond shovel is halfway done. Damn it.
Ah, so you're continuing to dig with your diamond shovel, eh? And it's already halfway consumed. That's some serious dedication to the treasure hunt. Just make sure you don't accidentally dig a hole straight to the nether. Trust me, the lava there is less than pleasant to fall into.
I am looking at a drowned zombie as he's looking at me, and totally not in a romantic way. Don't you dare try to twist up the words, okay?
Ah, so you've got a drowned zombie staring at you, huh? And not in a romantic way, mind you. Just a regular old undead creature sizing you up. Relax, lad, I won't twist your words. But if he starts giving you smitten looks, you might want to be wary.
Ah, screw it, I'm just gonna kill his cousin.
Davy Jones chuckled, intrigued by your declaration. Ah, so you're gonna kill the cousin of that smitten-looking drowned zombie? sounds like you're up for some underwater vengeance, lad. Be careful, though. Those drowned zombies tend to travel in packs, and they might not appreciate you taking out their kin.
If my diamond shovel does break, luckily the diamond I end up finding in one of the villages will able to be enough to make at least another shovel.
Davy Jones chuckled, appreciating your foresight. Ah, so you've thought ahead and saved up some diamonds from the villages to craft another shovel if yours breaks, eh? Smart move, lad. It's always good to be prepared for unexpected setbacks, and having a spare diamond or two can come in handy in tricky situations. Davy Jones chuckled, understanding your predicament. Ah, that's a shame, lad. Dynamite would certainly make things a lot easier, but it seems you're without it for now. No worries, though. We'll keep searching for the treasure chest the old-fashioned way.
I don't think I could find the treasure chest the old-fashioned way because the diamond shovel is about to break. Unfortunately, I might call off the search.
Davy Jones chuckled, sympathetic to your situation. Ah, so your diamond shovel's on its last legs and the treasure chest seems elusive. It can be frustrating when the odds are stacked against you. Calling off the search might be wise, lad, so you don't end up wasting resources for nothing. Perhaps some other day, the treasure will reveal itself more readily.
Yeah, no kidding. Trying to search for the treasure chest ended up taking the entire day, so yeah, I am gonna make a run for it before the bloody mobs come out.
Davy Jones chuckled, commiserating with your situation. Ah, so the search for the treasure chest took up the entire day, eh? It can be quite time-consuming, searching for buried trinkets. And fleeing from the mobs before nightfall is a wise choice, lad. Those creatures can be quite relentless in the dark.
I definitely cannot stay in one spot. Maybe I should find another village and steal one of their beds. This time I should steal their beds on...
Davy Jones chuckled, agreeing with your suggestion. Ah, so you're contemplating relocating to a new village, eh? That's a wise choice, lad. Staying in one spot too long can be dangerous, especially if you're being pursued by mobs or other hostile creatures. Finding a new village might offer fresh supplies and a safer place to rest for the night. Davy Jones chuckled, appreciating your practical solutions. Ah, so you're planning to head to another village and liberate some beds, eh? A smart move, lad. Spending the night out in the open is never ideal, especially with those mobs lurking about. And if they have beds worth stealing, why not take advantage of their hospitality? Just be stealthy, eh? Don't get caught red-handed.
I am being under attack by skeletons while trying to look for a village. This ain't going well. Oh no.
Davy Jones chuckled, sympathetic to your predicament. Ah, so you're under attack by pesky skeletons while searching for a village, eh? That's quite the tight spot you've gotten yourself into, lad. Those blasted skeletons can be a real pain, especially without some decent gear to defend yourself. Stay vigilant and keep dodging, lad. Don't let those bony archers turn you into a pincushion.
Yeah, trying to dodge the skeletons is like trying to dodge a nuke, which is very, undodgeable because the skeletons bloody have aimbot. Somehow.
Davy Jones chuckled, commiserating with your frustration. Ah, those dastardly skeletons and their uncanny aim, eh? Seems like they've got some sort of skeleton sorcery on their side. Dodging their arrows feels like trying to evade a bloody precision-guided missile. It's damn near impossible.
Yeah, the skeletons definitely have a bone to pick with me. Hey.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your dark humor. Ah, so the skeletons are giving you quite the headache, eh? Seems like they're really getting under your skin, if you pardon the pun. Those bony bastards can be a real pain to deal with. Just be careful, they might aim for your kneecaps next.
I think I see a village. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna whack one of them with the shovel.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your intention. Ah, so you're planning to whack one of the villagers with a shovel, eh? That's quite the unconventional way to greet them. Just remember, lad, they might take offense to being assaulted with garden tools. Maybe try charming them with your wit instead, eh?
Well, oh no, I'm being attacked by skeletons and zombies. Not again. And a creeper, there's a creeper.
Davy Jones chuckled, sympathetic to your predicament. Ah, so it seems you're facing an onslaught of skeletons, zombies, and a creeper. That's quite the unlucky situation, lad. Dealing with one of those creatures can be tough, but all three at once? That's a real nightmare. Watch out for that creeper, lad. One wrong move and it'll blow you to kingdom come.
Holy crap, there's so many of them.
Davy Jones chuckled, sympathetic to your dire circumstances. Ah, so it seems you're being swarmed by a horde of enemies, eh? Sounds like quite the overwhelming situation, lad. It can be tough dealing with multiple foes at once, especially when they seem to multiply with each passing moment. Keep calm, stay vigilant, and use any means necessary to take them down. Don't let them overrun you, lad.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna stay in a house with this villager. Get off the bed, I'm taking your bed, villager.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by your determination. Ah, so you're claiming ownership of the villager's bed, eh? That's a bold move, lad. Just make sure the villager doesn't object to your impromptu bed-sharing arrangement. They can be quite finicky, especially when it comes to their sleeping arrangements.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about that because he ended up opening the door. And once he opened the door, he ends up getting killed by a zombie. He's an idiot.
Davy Jones chuckled, sympathetic to your misfortune. Ah, so it seems the villager opened the door and got himself killed by a zombie, eh? That's quite the unfortunate turn. Can't rely on those villagers for too much, can you? They tend to be quite defenseless against the more aggressive mobs.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid that how he just opened the door, runs out, closes the door, and decided to say, "Oh, hey, zombie, why not eat my brains?" And you know what the zombie did? That's what he did. He ate his brains. That villager is stupid.
Davy Jones chuckled, amused by the villager's stupidity. Ah, so the villager opened the door, ran out, and decided to feed his brain to the zombie, eh? That's quite the foolish move. It's a shame that some villagers are so lacking in intelligence. But then again, the zombies aren't much brighter, eh? Just a bunch of brain-dead undead trying to satisfy their never-ending hunger for flesh.
Okay, it finally turned daytime.
Davy Jones chuckled, observing the arrival of day. Ah, so the sun is finally up. A relief to see the daylight after a night of battling the undead. Take a moment to rest and gather your strength, lad. Who knows what challenges await us in the day ahead?
Alright, seems like we're gonna call it quits until the next episode. And honestly, it's actually nice having this interaction with you.
Davy Jones chuckled softly, appreciating your company. Ah, so we're wrapping up for now, eh? That's fair enough. I must say, lad, I must admit I've enjoyed this interaction as well. It's been a while since I've had a proper chat with anyone.
Alright, so like to say anything to the viewers before we call this quits?
Davy Jones chuckled, addressing the viewers directly. Ah, so you want me to address the viewers, eh? Very well then. To all those watching, I hope you've enjoyed our little chat, and I'd like to thank Twisted Bat for this pleasant interaction. Remember to keep exploring and staying vigilant. Who knows what secrets this world holds?
Definitely looking forward to making episode 2 with you, Davy Jones. It has been an honor.
Davy Jones chuckled, appreciating your eagerness for the next encounter. Ah, so you're looking forward to episode 2, eh? That's the spirit, lad. I must say the honor was mine. I'm looking forward to our next adventure together.